Good morning, students. Today we will revise chapter 8 body movements. So let us start. First, let us see how do muscles move the bones. Students, bones cannot move on their own. These are the muscles attached to the joints that make them move. Almost half the body's weight is muscle. Muscles are specialized to get shorter or contract on receiving nerve signals from the brain. Students, muscles are elastic bundle-like structures attached to the bones by tough fibers called tendons. You can feel your muscles. Make a fist with one hand and bend your arm at the elbow. Touch your upper arm with other hand. The swollen region inside your upper arm is the muscle. The muscle bulges due to contraction. If you bring your arm in normal position, the muscle relaxes. Thus, muscles work by contraction and relaxation. Students, muscles work in pairs. When one of them contracts, the bone is pulled in that direction. The other muscle of the pair relaxes. To move the bone in the opposite direction, the relaxed muscle contracts to pull the bone towards its original position, while the first relaxes. A muscle can only pull, it cannot push. Thus, two muscles have to work together to move a bone. For example, the movement of the arm at the elbow joint is controlled by two muscles, biceps and triceps. When the arm is moved up, the biceps contract and become shorter, and the triceps expand. When the arm is straightened or extended, the triceps contract while the biceps expand. Students, now let us know about endoskeleton and exoskeleton. Students, the skeleton inside the body is called endoskeleton. Fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals have endoskeleton. And students, organisms like insects, snails and crabs have skeleton outside their body. Such skeleton is called exoskeleton. Students, now let us know about the movement of some animals. Movement of birds. Students, birds can walk on any surface with their legs. The bones of the limbs are fit for walking and perching. Birds, like ducks, can also swim on water. Students, birds fly in the air by spreading their wings. They use their chest muscles to flap their wings. The body of birds is streamlined, which reduces the air resistance and makes it possible for flying. Their bones are hollow and light in weight. The bony parts of the forelimbs are modified as wings. The powerful chest muscles are modified to hold muscles of flight. Bird's flight consists of two movements, upstroke and downstroke. When the feathers open, it is upstroke, and when they are closed down, it is downstroke. Students, insects like mosquitoes and houseflies also fly with the help of wings attached to their bodies. Now let us discuss about the movement of snake. Students, the body of a snake consists of a large number of vertebrae. The adjoining vertebrae, ribs, skin are interconnected with slender body muscles. Snakes do not have limbs. They move with the help of rough scales on the under portion of their body. A snake, while moving, makes many loops on its sides. The forward push of the loops against the surface makes the snake move forward. Movement of snake is called slithering. Some snakes can swim in water. Students, now let us see how do fish move. Students, fish have a spindle-shaped, streamlined body. This shape of the body helps them to move in water. Fish use their muscular tail and fins for swimming. The air-filled swim bladders make the body buoyant. During swimming, the front part of the body and the tail part curve in opposite directions. This makes a jerk and pushes the body forward. A series of such jerks makes the fish swim ahead. Students, the paired and unpaired fins help to keep the balance of the body and to keep direction. Students, now let us see how does a cockroach move. Students, cockroaches can walk and climb on a surface and can also fly up to a short distance in the air. The three pairs of joined legs attached to the breast region help cockroach to walk. The hard outer or exoskeleton is also joined and permit movement. The two pairs of wings are attached to the breast. In the breast region, there are strong and large muscles. These muscles move the legs for walking. Another set of breast muscles move the wings during flying. Students, now let us revise what we have learned today by solving some questions. Question number 1. Which of the following parts of our body help us in movement? Option A, bones. Option B, skin. Option C, bones and muscles. Option D, organs. And the correct answer is option C, bones and muscles. Question number 2. Fish use their for swimming. Option A, tail and fins. Option B, bone. Option C, shell. Option D, muscular foot. And the correct answer is option A, tail and fins. Practice makes perfect. Students, these are some homework questions that you need to solve at your home. I hope that you will solve these questions correctly. Thank you.